So we've got a bit of an issue going on with the R7 ever since I replaced the brake levers. Well, brake lever and clutch lever. We don't really get much braking. Like that's about, it's really firm right there. This is for our front brake, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and bleed it. We've got one needle down here, one little zert, whatever you want to call it. We're going to loosen this one up at one point, but first we're going to do this top one. And then we've got another one right back there. These are going to be 8mm. You need an 8mm wrench. Just a little bit. First thing you should do is obviously take the reservoir cap off. This little guy should just come right off. Put that to the side. You always want to have fluid in here. Fluid that I'm going with is Yamaha brake fluid. And our little contraption, I had to go run to Ace to get some bigger diameter hose because mine was too small. We got a little contraption down here with a rear motor mount from one of my cars, just to hold it down, and some duct tape. So what we'll do is we'll pump the brakes. You can see the brake fluid going through. Some small air bubbles coming. There it goes. Make sure we got some fluid in here. We do. I think what we'll do is we'll tighten this up just a touch. Alright, let's keep going. We'll break it open just a touch more. There we go. We still got some fluid in there. And we'll just keep going until we don't see any more air bubbles coming out. And right now it's looking like we have them all out. Psych. Here it goes. Alright, we're going to fill this up real quick. I got it topped off, and now we're going to keep going. I think that's going to be good. Tighten it back up. Obviously not too tight, but there we go. Now what we'll do is we'll move on to the next one. Alright, so we got the top one put back together. And we got our hose on the bottom one. Front right caliper. Break it loose. Let's give it a couple pumps. There she goes. I don't even know what that is. That's hard to see. There's like a chunk in there. That's goofy. So far this one, yeah, there's a little chunks in there. You can kind of see them floating around. They look like air bubbles, but yeah, right there. Interesting. So we'll keep pumping for a little bit. Another chunk. There you go. Oh, shoot. That's weird. You can, right there. Weird. But keep on pumping. See where our brake fluid's at. Still got plenty. Keep pumping. As of right now, it looks like it's probably good. I don't see any air bubbles coming out. Let's tighten her back up. All tight. Now we'll get to the other side. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I have never bled any brakes, ever. This is definitely, on a bike at least, a lot easier than I would have thought. This one's going to be a little tough because it's on the other side, but we refilled the brake reservoir a little bit. And now what we'll do is cracked it loose. We'll keep pumping. You can see fluid going through. See if we get any chunks coming out of this side. Not sure what it is, but right now it looks pretty good. I don't see any air bubbles or chunks. Oh, there's some air, but that could be possibly from the hose. I don't know. That could be. Let's make sure that hose is on there really tight. I think it is the hose. It's causing the air bubbles. Let's give it a couple more pumps. Oh, we definitely tightened it too much. Just a little bit. There we go. So you can see our reservoir. All right. Let's tighten her back up. Brake lever feels better. Now we'll refill this and see how it feels. Grab the Yamaha lube. And we want to get it up to the right height. Is there a lower mark? There is. Okay. We'll just go a touch more, fill it up nice and full. Right about there. Nice and greasy. Oops. So now, put that back in. Grab our cap. Put the cap back on. Tight, but not too tight. Take our rag off because we don't want any brake fluid getting all over the bike. Then all we got to do is just put this clamp back on. I haven't been able to see or find any brake bleeding videos on an R7. There we go. Should be just fine. Put a little sleeve on there. We won't take it for a ride quite yet, but see how it feels. So original issue, as I stated earlier, was we replaced the brake lever. When I did replace it, I did read that this little rubber piece shouldn't come out when you replace it. And obviously I was not paying attention, did not listen, but the brake lever feels so much better. It actually stops when I pull it in because it was really bad, and the other two guys can definitely contest to that. But everything's looking good. I think everything's feeling good. Now we're ready to ride. Hopefully this helped, and obviously you could look at other bikes and it's about the same. I believe the R6 is the exact same practically. The method of doing it is the exact same. Hopefully this helped.